So racist Jake Lang took himself down to the Minneapolis courthouse yesterday on the courthouse steps. He said he was going to be having, burning Qurans and deporting Somalis and, getting Ilhan Omar out of here, et cetera, et cetera. And look how this turned out for him.
Standing up against the Somali invasion of Minneapolis, the immediate deportation of Ilhan Omar, and the arrest of the scammer Tim Walz. Come join us 1 p.m. here, Minneapolis.
Okay, so the one place I want to go with this video is specifically to the black man that is helping him get out of here. That shit irritates me because as black people, we always want to run to rescue somebody. Even a person who was out here to do harm to people that look like you running to rescue him. And I think a lot of this is based in Christianity. And some of y'all gonna get mad on this Sunday, but I really don't give a damn. Christianity has taught black people that we always got to be the bigger person, that we always got to help people in need, that even if someone do us wrong, we can't be like them. Like, we can't speak ill of the dead. You don't talk ill of the dead, even though the dead may have been the most evil person around and may have beat your family members, may have called you all kind of N-words. You don't speak ill of the dead. I remember when Hulk Hogan passed, I know a guy was like, well, I know he did these things, but I was taught you don't speak ill of the dead. Who taught you that? Ask yourself who taught you that. Because a lot of this shit is rooted in Christianity. A lot of this shit is rooted into the fact that your mama taught you that because she learned it from her mama and so on and so forth. And a lot of times what your parents learned was based on their parents learning something from people who were in either the Jim Crow South or where black people didn't have rights. And, you didn't really talk crazy to white people because you didn't want to end up lynched or something somewhere. I mean, we see poor little Emmett Till was beat for not even, but supposedly whistling at a white woman, which we know he didn't do. So our parents were raised in a time, or their parents were, and some of our parents, where black people didn't have any rights. And then if you look deeper than that, their parents who raised them and further south, further down the line, you get your grandparents or greats who were enslaved people. And enslaved people were indoctrinated into Christianity by their enslavers so that they could be controlled. It was another means of control because, they were beating them, lynching them, essaying them, but they also used Christianity as a means of control. They used Christianity to make the enslaved people think you don't go against massa. We got to be good people because if we're not, we're going to be punished. And they knew that if there's Massa and his wife and maybe one or two overseers, but there's 100 slaves on the plantation, if Massa fell down, they would go run in the house and tell somebody, Massa hurt, as opposed to leaving his ass out there to rot. They were never going to do that because the Christianity indoctrinated into them taught them that you need to be the bigger person. You need to be the better person. And that shit's been passed down and passed down and passed down. And that's why you had a black man out there rescuing this damn man when he out there from his own volition. But he's rescuing him because it's so indoctrinated in our culture. And it's time to start uncolonizing our minds, people.